And we are live. Big stretch. Those ads out of the way. And send out that notificazione. Alrighty. But here's the creature. Hey, I'm on. Boulder, good to see you. Hey, Larf. Chili dogs, indeed. I had chili dogs at work last night. They were kind of okay. They weren't bad, but I probably should have gotten the chicken instead. Chili was good, though. Howdy, Errol. Holy, is this your first time seeing my Sonic OC, Errol? Yeah. All right. Well, you've got a little bit of foundational lore because this Sonic OC is actually based on a where is it? Really, not Jetsaya. There it is. Open mouth, default eyes. Okay. This is actually based on a fursona I got made by Shivabra a while ago. I commissioned her to make this for me a long time ago. Thought there wouldn't be a stream until next week. No Saturday stream. We were just taking Saturday. So I commissioned Shivabra to make this, and then when I was streaming the Sonic games, I commissioned Lurf to make this, a Sonic OC version. And then these are just two variations of my own renditions of it. Which I'm very, very proud of. We have an important question to answer. It's very impressively accurate to the style of Sonic. Absolutely, yeah. Lurf does a great job. I believe they're open for commissions. Is that a neck? I know, right? Terrifying. Oh, the horror! I don't think such a thing is really allowed, morally speaking. I guess it does have a snout. Yeah, we're breaking a lot of jelly conventions with this one. This is still probably one of my favorite things that I drew last year. The vibes on this are immaculate. Wasn't there a writer's? There was a writer's version as well. Hold on, let me find that. Lurf model. There it is. There's the writer's version. This one kicks ass. This one is so fucking awesome. Is that your Sonic Sona? That's cringe. You're fucking cringe. Yeah, I love that. Sonic Rider 0. Oh yeah, here's what I made that for. Jelly Pants Chill. No, that's okay. We don't need to save that. Morning, Flora. And then, of course, if you didn't know, this was from some fan art I made to propagandize Sonic 06. It also included Mouse's Sonic OC, designed by Clearer. The vibes on this art are immaculate. Mouse the Mouse, of course. Mouse the Mouse. You believe I missed these? That's crazy. There you go. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. Yeah, I find that whenever I'm allowed to work with straight lines, my work becomes a lot more confident. You know? That's generally what I've found. Straight lines are my friend. I don't know why I said that with so much gusto. Anyway, hi everyone. Today, we're going to be drawing my model for Sonic 06. Now, you might say, Jelly, why don't you just use, I don't know, the Sonic model you commissioned Lerf for, that you already have, and that already works, and that you've used for a bunch of previous Sonic games? And to that I would say, I just want to draw. I like drawing and playing with toys. I just like drawing, is all. So I want to draw my own little guy. I just want to draw it myself, you know? Give it an animation, give it an animation of starting pixelating and then becoming more crisp, the image is loading. That could be fun, yeah. Maybe. I will say, I do think that the blinking animation that I have on the Ace Attorney model, the whole, the 2-frame blink that we have there, let me, hold on. I'll get there, hold on. It's just one more nested tab, there it is. This bad boy? I think that is going to become the Jelly standard, because it's literally one extra, like, drawing, and I really, really like how it looks. 2-frame blinks is peak. The only problem that I'm foreseeing is, well, okay, here's a problem that could arise. I like to have my eyes animate, right? I like to have my eyes boil a little bit. Me, when I'm a witch and I'm brewing a potion, I like to have my eyes boil a little bit. Anyway, I like to have a little bit of movement so that it makes the model feel a little less static, right? And the problem with that is that if I have that animation overlap with another animation that also doesn't, it just makes it a little annoying. Where's Alt-K? Look at this one. So, I don't have the eyes boiling on this one, but I do have the plume boiling. Right? And you might notice, whenever I blink, you can kinda catch it. It feels like it feels kind of like it's a little out of sequence. Is that just me? Am I just being hyper aware of it? I never noticed? Well, to be fair, I don't use this model very often. Just hyper aware? Okay, never mind then. There's no problem. Who would have thought? Well, you know, I was about to phrase, who would have thought that whenever I started streaming and I made a knight model and a maid model, that the maid model would be the more used of the two. But I'm like, you know, in retrospect, I guess I should have been the one to see that coming. Really? It's not really that surprising when you sort of break down the facts at hand with this specific case. I adore the hard eyes on the maid model. They're very fun, yes. I think it's a nice touch. Plus the little cheek mole, right? I like to think that I like to think. It's me. This is me right now. You're looking at a digital representation of me. I drew that on with a marker in character. I don't think we've ever forced you to use it. It was always voluntary. That can't be true. That can't be true. A part of my worldview necessitates that that's not true. Have Arisi pull that shit up? You think we have highlighters on this channel? No. Absolutely not. You either have highlighters or you upload your own VODs. There's no in between. Alright? Sorry, we only have bottomless fan art. The fan art very much does have bottoms. That's why people draw me! I probably shouldn't have said that in the maid outfit. Well, you know what they say. Everything on the internet is finite and will go away with time. I don't have any shame. You all know this. Anyway, we have a decision to make. And the decision is, do we want to go for a more traditional style? I.e., do I want to just draw this, but in the form of a model? Your lack of shame is a charm point. Thank you. I'm glad someone understands. So do we want this one? Or do we want to get a little silly with it? Howdy hey. Ray Bluebird. A fun name. Rolls off the tongue quite well. Welcome, welcome. Do we want to be serious or do we want to be a little silly with it? I think getting a little silly with it would be fun. It would be something different. It would give this model a bit more texture. It would stand out a little bit in regards to my other models. Does serious in this context mean Shadow the Hedgehog? Shadow the Hedgehog is also decidedly unserious. I have decided. Serious in this context just means that we would essentially be drawing this. Again. I know almost nothing at all about Sonic 06 and Sonic, and haven't seen anything of 06, so I'm very excited for your streams. Is Sonic ever serious? Let's ask Lore Master Lurf in this regard. Is Sonic ever serious? Sonic can be serious. Understood. Thank you. Oh, no, hold on. I think we might have to do the silly. Wait. I think we might have to do the silly. We might have to do the silly. We might have to do the silly because I just had an idea. Hold on. Let me see if I can sketch this out real quick. That's right. Ambition hath planted her seed once more. I want to do the silly because maybe then we can do, hold on. Let me see if I can draw it real quick. Nope. Give me a second. I don't need this much detail. I mean, this is essentially going to be our sketch for the character. I guess it's fine if we have a little more detail. I don't like the way that that's... Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get it on the 7th try. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Trust me. Trust me. Alright. There we go. So we want to go the silly. So that I can have a little idle animation. Alright. And the idle animation is just gonna be... Get ready? Are you... Get ready? Hold on. Get ready? I'm gonna blow your fucking minds with this one. You're not ready for this. Hold on. Need to get the color right. Give me a second. Hold on. Need to merge this down. Alright. Now, who among us Maybe, I mean, maybe we don't want the feet out to the side both like that, but okay, let's actually twist them around real quick. Let me just make some bone cracking noises so we get a better idea of what I'm trying to convey here. Oh, don't worry about it, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry. All right. I mean, it doesn't work exactly how I wanted it to. Let me wait. Maybe if I just move this a little bit over there. There we go. Who in the audience does this every once in a while whenever they're standing around for a bit? You ever tilt a little bit on your the heels and balls of your feet? And then maybe we do a second one. Hold on. Maybe we do a second one. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, hold on. I need to figure out how I would portray this motion. Like that. You know? Like a little like rocking back and forth. Something like that. I think we have to go the silly. And I don't want it to be like constantly oscillating here. I don't want it to be, you know. He's flying away. Oh. He's picking up speed. Hold on. This bit is worth it. This bit is definitely, the juice is worth the squeeze. Trust. And then, oh, he's gone. I think we have to go the silly so that we can do that. I think we gotta go the silly. That's the play for sure. All right. So I love opening up an art stream and being like, hello, I'm going to draw 2 to 3 static images, and then being like, actually, I've decided I would like to turn that into 7. I would like to make my life more difficult for mine and your amusement. How do we feel about this? Anyway, we're listening to the Ghost Trick soundtrack again, but this time the original one, not the remastered one. The silly does lend itself to limited animation. That it does. That it does. That it does. Me all giddy when Jelly's about to do something silly. Alright, let me pull this up on stream. Hold on. That was fast. I mean, I guess you just had to draw the one frame, but... Thank you, Merrick. Very cute. I'm doing a little what is it, Steamboat Willie dance. That's what I imagined you were gonna do. I'm talking about the rocking back and forth on the feet tech. I'll have to decide how frequently and infrequently I want it to, you know, oscillate between them. Oh, maybe we could move the tail a little bit with it. You know? It's like an idle animation, essentially. Or, it should only trigger if you don't talk for X amount of seconds, like an idle animation. You know... we could actually do that. Because we could have a separate blink animation for when I'm not talking. That could be this animation. And just have it so the blink animations aren't synced between the talking and non-talking sprites. I would have to set that blink interval. I don't think I can set the blink intervals separately, but I could always just have the blink interval be normal, and then have the animation for this have a very, very, very long hold at the beginning. So that it can get interrupted by me talking. That could work. I like that. I like that. We'll see if we can. We'll see what we can do. I love stretching ViatoTube to its limits. I love stretching ViatoTube to its limits. I love using this software in ways which it is not prescribed. Limitation breeds creativity, and that's not a suggestion for lewd fan art. All right. The software that I use for my PNG tuber is called ViatoTube. That's VeadoTube, all one word. ViatoTube. Thank you, Merrick. All right. So I guess we're drawing the silly. That said, give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit. It'd be perfect to have the idle animation now. I'm gonna loop it on Ghost Trick. I gotta go to the restroom. I gotta refill my water, all that stuff. So I'll be back in a bit. Sorry, we're taking a little bit of an early break. No early scram, but sorry about that. Back in a few. Also gonna see if Ruby needs some water. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's get to it. Alright. So we're gonna go with the silly. We're gonna go with the silly. And I want to show you what the silly is based off of. So that you have an idea of what we're working with here. So, the silly is based off of the emotes in Sonic Crossworlds. They have this very, very cute, very, very simple style to them, which I use as well. You may be able to recognize the background we got going on here. That might look just a little familiar, no? Right? I used these as the inspiration for these go live notification banners that I made a couple of. Is that not too wholesome for 06? I'm going at, listen, Merrick, you gotta understand, alright? My brand is that I have endless love. I can enjoy anything, which, listen, if you watch streams regularly, you know that's not true, but it's like part of my public brand. You have to understand, people assume that I am capable of loving everything, alright? I have limitless wells of love unless it's like an RTS game that overstimulates me, okay? You gotta understand. It's who I'm supposed to be. It's who I want to be. So what I would like to do is remember where I was going with that. I'm approaching this game with love, basically. And let me tell you why I'm doing that. This aside voice works really well. Thank you. All I did was get really close to my mic and then speak in a much lower tone. That's all there is to it. Trying to submit nothing but MMORPGs and MOBAs for the long game format. They will be vetoed. Anyway, whenever Sonic 06 was first suggested as a most requested stream game during Jetsea, you may note I was not a very prolific advocate for it. As a matter of fact, I was explicitly against Sonic 06, with my general idea being, why do people even want Joe to play this? Is it just because the Game Grumps never finished it? And then a bunch of people made really awesome propaganda for it. And then I also played a bunch of Sonic games and realized, like, hey, there's a reason I like this character growing up. And I realized, you know, it would be so awesome. It would be so cool if I could go into this experience, obviously forewarned about the many rough edges that Sonic 06 has, and try and see, you know, can I have a good time with it? Is it as bad as I passively perceive it to be? Was that a Teen Titans Go to the Movies reference? It might have been. It may have been. By which I mean, it may have been, because I only know it from the fucking meme of the Koopa. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Anyway, I want to go into this experience, and I want to just try and accept it for all that it is. I think it would be an interesting experience to see someone stream Sonic 06, and the entire premise of streaming Sonic 06 is not, this game fucking sucks, I can't wait to see how shit this game is. Right? I would like to see what there is about this game to enjoy. And maybe it ends up being, wow, this game fucking sucks, But like the glitches and breaking the game is really fun. It could very well be the case that that's what ends up happening, right? And if that's the case, hey, apparently we've still got a pretty good stream on our hands. But I want to play it with love. We're going to engage with we're going to Fire Emblem engage with the media. God, I have some truly heinous shit planned for whenever we stream Fire Emblem Engage. I have some truly heinous shit planned. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great if I can pull it off. Which, granted, the last time I said if I can pull it off, I did make what is most certainly my best model to date. Don't be scared to nix the Sonic 06 streams if you don't vibe with it. Believe me, Jambo, you've come to the right stream. I should honestly keep a running tally of the amount of games that I have dropped. Just off the top of my head, I dropped Ender Lilies. That was the first game I ever dropped. I dropped Red Alert 2. Really wasn't fucking with that. I'm trying to think of a third one, because I'm sure there was a pretty high-profile third one that I also dropped. I dropped Yeek before I even streamed it because Joe was streaming it. I dropped Vernal Edge, which a lot of you probably don't even know exists because I was so unhappy with that stream, I didn't even save the VOD of it. It's gone forever, lost media. I also dropped Callisto Protocol. That's the one that I was thinking of. Callisto Protocol. Because that game was ass. Was not having a good time with that. Very bad. Damn, that bad. Yeah, and the problem was, I don't think that Vernal Edge was bad. I think that I was just not... It was just not a game designed for me, and I felt bad playing it and only really having bad things to say about it. So, that is gone forever. A digital ghost to wander these halls nevermore. Basically, there's a 30% chance that Jelly will actually play the game. Exactly! Exactly! And if you're a fan of gacha games, 30% chance is basically 100% for your wallet. Anyway, we have these little guys, and this is the style that we're generally trying to emulate, right? I should probably be drawing the hands and feet a little bigger than I do whenever I draw them here, but we'll just see what proportions feel right, and we'll go from there. God, Ghost Trick was so good. Love that game. Another thing we will be doing is I want to try and get the smooth edges. And when I wanted the smooth edges, what I did was I used this fine point pen, I believe is what it's called. Fine liner. Which looks something like that. Now, I will say, I hate this. Obviously, when I zoom out, it looks smoother. You can also chip in and make cursed 3D versions of your Sonic 06 emotes. I would be perfectly willing to commission you if you have something specific in mind. This is generally something that I struggle a lot with in art, since I tend to draw at much smaller sizes than most artists do. Actually, this is something that I want to talk about. I'll do it for free. It's worth money. I'll pay you. Your art is worth money. This is something that I was forced to accept, and I'm forcing you to accept it as well. I will carry forward the precedent forced upon me. All right? I made... Hold on. Give me a second. One moment, please. I have to invoke the ancient texts. Is it here? Oh god, it's not even in this folder. That's how fun. Oh no, here it is. I made this emote, Heinz Gate, like 6 years ago. All right, I drew this as fan art And Joe said, hey, can I add this as an emote? And he gave me $50 whole for this. To add this as an emote. I probably would have been like, oh yeah, like $10. That is now my standard. It should be your standard as well. Can someone explain what emotion Heinz Gate is supposed to convey? It's less an emotion and more a situation. If you were there for Heinz Gate, basically, Maki-say, the character here, held this pose in a CG for like a solid hour during a big press conference scene that went on so long because the pacing in the original Steins Gate is not very good. And okay, now here's, I remember why she's doing this pose. I don't remember why she's holding a bottle of ketchup. What? Right, yeah, Joe was talking about ketchup on eggs being fucking terrible, and I disagree because I've always eaten my eggs with ketchup. Well, scrambled eggs with ketchup. So I merged them into one. Anyway, the point is, I did not make that expecting to get paid. But if you're making something for me and you want to add it as an emote, I'm going to pay you. Obviously, that's not like, oh yeah, here's money without any obligation. But like, if I'm going to be using something as an emote, I am, in no uncertain terms, profiting from that work. There are some people who subscribe to Twitch channels just so that they can get access to the emotes. And in some manner of speaking, having an emote on my channel that is designed by someone means that I have essentially gained commercial rights over that image. I believe if we're speaking in technical terms. And it is not right for me to have commercial rights to someone else's work without paying for it. So this is the long and short of me saying that, like, if you make an emote for me and I add it to the Twitch channel, you're getting paid for it, whether you want to or not. And also, in a much more, like, direct way, so my check for Jelly C25 Cope is in the mail, I should actually pay you for that, yeah. I'm realizing now that I should pay you for that, in that case. Don't pay me, holy shit. Pub, I literally just explained my entire ethos for that. Do you know how much I make? You're gonna be making that much plus $50, buddy. I have commercial rights to your art, however shitty and offhanded. Where's my Merrick Pog money? Are we using Merrick Pog? I thought the Pog that we have is mine. Yeah, that's mine. That's the Pog that I made. Merrick, don't worry. On the Discord's different. I'm talking about Twitch. I don't have commercial rights for for Discord emotes. That's entirely different. That's the only reason we're getting all litigious about this. I would like to officially donate $50 to you to buy the art commission of your choice. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Anyway, what was I? The way I see it is that you are willing to play Sonic 06 from a fellow streamer, so I see that as payment enough. And I'm telling you, I listen. I'm putting my hand on my shoulder, on your shoulder, not on mine. That'd be weird. That wouldn't make any sense for this gesture. I'm putting my hand on your shoulder. Listen, buddy, I've been where you're at. All right, I understand the joy of creation and the act of seeing people appreciate your work is sufficient payment. However, artists are chronically unable to diagnose their own worth and to charge their worth. So whether you like it or not, your work is worth money, and I'm going to pay you that money. The facts are that simple. Anyway, I don't like these lines. I don't like this brush. The reason why I always draw with really sketchy brushes like this is because they have a degree of ambiguity to them, right? Also forgot about giving money to Jelly so Jelly can give money to others. Thank you, Clown. 17 months. Wow, really getting up there, huh? That's more than... That's a year and a half, just over, right? That's how math works? No, we are 1 month away from a year and a half. I do math for a living. That's bad. That's within the bounds of the math I do for a living. Okay, anyway. Well, I guess that's subtraction, which I never need to do. Anyway, I use a lot of these rough brushes because they have some ambiguity to them. Even when I use this literal rough pen, ink, yeah, ink, pen, rough, right? You'll see it has some aliasing to it, or anti-aliasing? Yeah, it has some anti-aliasing to it to add a little bit of that, like, smoothness to it, right? I don't like that, so when I use it, I turn the anti-aliasing off, so it looks a little rougher. I like that look of roughness. However, these are very smooth. They're designed to be smooth. And one thing that generally I do envy when it comes to other people's art a lot of the time is the confidence to use smoother brushes. Because sometimes I do want it to look smooth. So I need to get more comfortable using smoother brushes. Which does mean, as well, I need to get more comfortable drawing at larger brush sizes. Because you'll notice, whenever this brush is very small, it looks a little rough. But if we zoom out, obviously, let's make it bigger. Whoa, suddenly it's a very smooth line, right? So there are, in a fun way, if we want to make this more of a sociology study, in a sense, my art, my style, is influenced by the conditions under which it was created. Which is to say, I draw very small, because I'm used to scribbling in the margins of my notes. That's where I got my start with art. And I'm also used to drawing emotes. And because I draw small, I use brushes that look fine whenever I'm drawing small. Which means I don't use brushes that look like this a lot of the time, because I draw small. So for me, rough is smooth, and smooth is blurry. Drawing large helps build confidence? It does, yes. I've drawn a couple of larger things, and they're generally some of what I consider to be my best work. Anyway, we have a job to do. Let's draw the silly. We gotta get the proportions right here. Alright. So generally speaking, I think that's the pose that we want to go for. Sorry. It's a little chilly. I have the sniffles ever so slightly. So for head proportions, we're looking somewhere in the square range. We want square, slightly rounded up top. Hold on. That's maybe a little more than slightly, but alas. Another thing you might notice, or that I've probably pointed out before, is I don't connect my lines a lot when I'm sketching. It helps me feel like I keep things loose. A lot of what I like to do with my art is to play with your brain sort of doing a lot of the work, if that makes sense. Like these lines, I mean, the most basic way to think about it, really. You know, if we want to get like real fucking how to make comics, like this isn't a complete shape. None of the four walls of this shape are connected. However, your brain sees it as a complete shape because it just fills in the lines, right? You're looking at that and you're not seeing four lines, you're seeing the bag, right? You should try pixel art if you like making art where the brain fills in the gaps. Yes and no. Pixel art is very, 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 very hard if you want to get really good at it. It's very easy to make pixel art that looks really bland and flat. If you want stuff that really has nice depth to it, you have to get very, very good at shading in particular in order to imply the depth required to make your art look more layered when you're working with stuff that small, right? Really good pixel art is all about the shading and about being able to play with those values and have mastery over those values. If you want to look at some really good pixel art in the community, as a matter of fact, Vixit. Vixit made a lot of my emotes. In fact, he made, I think, some of the emotes. I don't know that I use any of his emotes anymore. I have some of his animated emotes. Some of the emotes are from Vixit. Vixit does some absolutely fantastic pixel art. And the stuff they do is fucking astoundingly good and amazingly detailed. My random thought is that there's got to be a paint bucket that doesn't go through holes up to a certain size, right? Yes, I think with the paint bucket tool, you have options to increase the tolerance on it. Yeah, threshold. Fill extent. Fill regions similar in color to the clicked region. Fill all regions until a specific boundary. Ooh, interesting. I didn't know that was an option. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Back to drawing the silly. Now, the facial proportions are very important for the silly. We're just gonna grab this and flip it real quick. Now, I like to do the snout as just a little rounded triangle here. I think we're going to need to move that back just a little more. Drawing the silly is a little bit difficult. Mostly because of how I adjust or position my facial proportions in relation to the bag. If you were here for when I was designing a lot of the initial remodel for my new model, I like to draw in a way that gives me a lot of guidelines to orient myself and other details within the drawing. In particular, I'm very, very, very specific about only drawing the 4 ridges here. The 1, 2, 3, 4 ridges on the bag a lot of the time. Because my facial positioning is reliant on using those as guidelines, right? So the snout makes it a little difficult because now we have an extra detail to consider. And also, a lot of my facial orientation in regards to which direction I'm facing is just tricks of positioning, right? You'll notice that when I'm talking and not talking, the position of my eyes doesn't actually change at all. It's just the direction in which my pupils are facing, so to speak. That makes it look like now I'm looking at you, and I'm looking to the side when I'm not talking, right? But a snout gives us more direction to consider. Anyway, I'm stalling for time for some reason. A little too big. Did you see the Tekken 8 Season 3 trailer? I did not see the Tekken 8 Season 3 trailer, no. What characters are they adding? I need you to watch it without spoilers. Do we want to do a live watch at some point? Maybe mid-stream break? This is looking a little scary. The music isn't helping, obviously, but... looking a little Penguin-esque right now. I don't want to go on Mr. Tekken's wild ride. Mr. Tekken retired, actually. I think they have a new guy. Ears are just going to be rounded like so. Go. Is there a Mrs. Tekken? Why are you saying that like you're asking, like, are you interested? Sorry, just... the way that you're phrasing that is like, oh, is Tekken single? Hasumi. How did I do this in the original? Oh, here it is. Slightly in. Okay, gotcha. We're gonna squish him just a little bit. I like the little shape I've decided on to convey the jacket there. I think it's fun. All right. I think we'll go for something like that. Although the legs should probably be a little shorter. Bigger there. And I think the whole body could do with being slightly thinner. There we go. The proportions are very important. Actually, I think the body needs to be... There we go. Scrunched in a little more. They announced 3 characters. Want to guess which ones? Okay, well, not Josie because they hate me, so I don't care about the rest. Is Bob one of them? Bob is probably one of them. I mean, you smile, but I know they just made a new female character, I think from the Philippines. And also they added Fakuram last season, so we're not going to get another fucking Muay Thai character 2 seasons in a row. To make this look noodly, but somehow natural. Because if we go high like that, it doesn't work. That works. And then how do we want the tail to look? I think that's good. We want a little stubby, perhaps. And then, because we're really cool, there we go. The silly. Still doesn't feel quite right. I think it's, again, just to do with the facial proportions a little bit. Let me put that snout on a different layer. It needs to be a little bit taller and go down a little farther. There we go. Yep, that looks good. I like this. This silly brings me great joy. I think that's what we're looking for. So I need to put the silly in his own group. Alright. I love this silly raccoon. It is a very fun little character. Do we want to make him in any specific direction? I think that's good. There we go. It is genuinely a very, very fun character to draw. There's a reason I really wanted to make these little announcement emote banner things. They were really fun. And also a reason why I'm making this model in the first place when I already have one that I could be using. Alright, so now we just need to make the silly big. The silly must be about yay tall. Is this Cabanilla's theme? I'm gonna be Boulder, I don't know if you're here. The Cabanilla theme kind of goes way harder in the original sound font. You are the youngest person ever. I think it's because the bells are less prominent. The bass line is a lot more the star of the show here. Well, not the star of the show, but it's you can hear the bass line more. Fun fact, I used to be the youngest person in the world. I am the world's smartest baby. Yeah, I think about 3 apples tall is good. Sorry, hold on, wait. About 1.5 Torus. Yeah. Alright. And now I must... It is a reference to that, yes. However, I'm gonna observe my own policy and not talk on it more, unfortunately. Wait, those maids! Wait, those maids! I need to rewatch Dragon Maid sometime. I went to a con recently, and met the English voice actress for Toru, as well as she also voice acted Power in Chainsaw Man. And the lanyards for the con, the little con badge, had Power on them, so I got mine signed by her. And now I feel like I have a duty, a moral imperative of sorts, to watch the dub of Dragon Maid, and also of Chainsaw Man. Additionally, I got a little charm of Toru, drawn by her. Drawn by, oh god, let's see if I can read this. I can't read that. Sarah Wiedenheft, I believe? Weidenheft? I believe Wiedenheft. I'm not sure. I really should get better at remembering people's names. Anyway, I got a little charm of Toru, drawn and made by her, and she actually told... I asked her about it, and she told me that she used Vogue Race to make it, which is how I made my own charm, my own little Rena charm. And I'm very happy with how it came out. So, if I ever get to see her again, maybe at another con, I'll have to thank her for that. Back to drawing the silly. Cons are a lot of fun. I'm really glad I started going. Let's get the sides of the head first, and then we'll see how we feel whenever we connect the dots there. Because we might need to move some things around. Anime cons or comic book? It was Anime Con is where I met the voice actress. Although there's a general gaming and like nerd culture con that I try to go to every year. That's a lot of fun. I didn't used to go to cons very often, and I think I'm really missing out. I love just getting to go to the Artist Alley, especially. I mean, whoa, no way! Breaking news! Artist enjoys the Artist Alley at convention! Whoa! But, like, that generally is my favorite part of the con experience. I really, really like to see a bunch of people with their own unique styles make a bunch of very fun merchandise for the things that they love. It was actually part of why I was so disappointed whenever I went to what was this convention? Hold on. Toon Fusion is the one that I went to where I met all the voice actors. It was part of why I was disappointed when I went to Toon Fusion. And there was, you know, artist booths and stuff like that, but a lot of it was stylized shots of the anime, like someone making like metal Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that. A lot of I would say more mainstream, marketable, profitable merchandise rather than what I would see at Tekka, which is the other convention, where I found this person just making a bunch of like Vocaloid and a Haruhi charm that I bought, and I have pinned up on my little charm board there. And stuff like that. That's the stuff that I'm really there for. And a lot of the stuff at Toon Fusion wasn't really that. So I settled for a lot of getting prints signed by voice actors and the like. Vocaloid's so unmarketable. You say that! I did not see a single fucking piece of Vocaloid merch at Toon Fusion. At an anime convention. It was crazy! I thought I was in an episode of the fucking Twilight Zone. Not a one! Not a single Miku! It's fucked up! This is another problem that comes with drawing with smooth brushes, is I have to actually be deliberate and careful with my brush strokes. Ew, gross. What the fuck? Why would they do this to me? I can't just have shaky lines? What the hell? Why? Who said that was allowed? You know what? That's right. We're using a stabilizer. Holy shit. Next level tech! Sorry, I don't know why I said that like it was a video game from the 2000s and I was saying like the Splash logo for the new game engine, like physics engine they're using. Next level tech! Not quite right. Hold on, let me see. Next level tech, baby. Next level tech. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. It's that simple. See, the problem that I'm running into here is this is the center of the face. And what I like to do when I'm drawing the bag is have this middle ridge here be the center of the face. Right? I like to try and use that to orient where the face is a lot of the time. But I also like them to be equidistant and evenly spaced. So whenever we have something like this, where it's more the center of the bag than the center of the face, it can look a little off. I have to figure out how to fix that. Because that doesn't feel right. It feels wrong. Let me try something. Go away, you. Gone with you! Yeah, I can live with that. I don't know why that worked, but I can live with it. Sketches you drew for the TGA model had nice looking jagged edges that weren't dead center. Yeah, and I don't always do that either, right? Even when I'm drawing it in 3D, you can see that I'm still trying to go for the 4-point system, right? So right now it's just a matter of what looks best. And even here, it's not exactly. I mean, I guess I could... Hold on. One moment, please. What if... Whoa! Is that allowed? That's crazy. Just center the face more. Then the head will look more centered as well. With the silly being so diminutive, what are your thoughts on putting them in some scenery, like a chunk of Green Hill Zone or something hexahedral? I hadn't considered that. I was thinking they would probably just be standing on the edge of the screen. And there will be a guest as well, in terms of accounting for visual clutter. There will be a completely unexpected and as yet unannounced, and no one knows who it's going to be for sure, definitely, special guest on tomorrow's stream. Is it me? It's a secret to everybody. Michael! Joe? Yes, I somehow managed to get Joe, of all people, to show up for my fucking Sonic 06 stream unannounced. Hey, there we go. Hold on. That looks good. That looks good. Nice. All right. I'll take it. All right. Onto the body, as it were. Head. Hold on. I gotta put all this stuff in concept. And then new group. Group 1285. Final. Add group layer. Face. Stabilizer, help me. Save me, Stabilizer. Stabilizer, save me. Good enough. I'll take it. No, it works better when it's just a dot. Maybe since we're doing it a little bigger, we make it a little... triangle inside the triangle. Howdy, hey, Walrus. Welcome, welcome. How's Ape Escape treating you? I only know Ape Escape through... I was gonna say Astrobot for maximum damage, but that's not actually true. I played PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Welcome, welcome, Walrus Raiders. It's very charming. Glad you're having a good time with it. Assumedly. I don't know, maybe it's charming and you're having a bad time with it. I wasn't expecting boss... That game has boss fights? The ape do be escaping. Well, hopefully... Hopefully not. Hopefully you're able to stop that, right? Isn't that what you're there for? The game does give me big Astrobot vibes. This came for... So I don't know what I'm measuring right now. Let's get our iconic pale yellow. Line tool, my best friend. We're gonna make these 15 point. There we go. No, still feels a little too long. Damn, we're so cool and nonchalant. That didn't feel quite right. I don't like the look of that. Let's try to get him with thicker line art. That was... Why'd it go back down to 15? Why do you hate me? That feels better. As a new Joust reviewer, what was your favorite stream series that you streamed in your career? Talos Principle 2 is immediately coming to mind. I know that the Talos streams are probably not, in retrospect, very exciting stream material, but I feel like the Talos Principle 2 was... It kind of felt like a really big moment for coming into my own as a streamer and feeling like I was doing something really unique, at least in terms of how I was playing the game, that I didn't think that anyone else had probably done when playing the Talos Principle 2. Definitely, like, foundational stream lore. There truly is an unserved niche for Talos Principle highlights. They'd go hard. Honestly, like, I have the money. I might commission someone like Moa or Walrus to make highlights of those at some point. Highlights are hard to make, who knew? Yeah. Yeah, I think having a highlight of the Talos 2 streams would be really, really useful. I love doing the Talos streams, though. Talos Principle 2 was a fantastic time. Let me look at my previously played games. Subnautica. Subnautica, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was terrified to play Subnautica, both because I'm afraid of the ocean, and also because knowing that it was like a survival, relatively open world kind of game, which isn't a genre that I like, I was worried that things might really, really drag while I was playing it. I miss Subnautica. I miss those streams. I miss playing that game. I miss the Chans, honestly, like genuinely. I got really, really, really attached to Cyclops Chan and Seamoth Chan when I was playing those games, because the vehicles in that game provide you such an immense sense of security, and really expand your options when it comes to exploring and doing the fun part of the game, that you do grow attached to them in a very significant way. I loved Subnautica at the end of the day. I didn't know that I would like it. I miss streaming it. I'm really, really excited for Below Zero, because Subnautica ended up being probably some of my favorite streams that I've done. Yeah. So Talos Principle 2 was really good. Subnautica streams were awesome. Seriously, I miss my Subnautica save. That was so much fun. If you're looking for something more analytical in terms of highlights, Silent Hill F, I think, was a little long in the wind, but I had a good time with it. What else did we stream that was really good? Let's see. Mass Effect 2 streams, I think, went pretty well as well. I think the Mass Effect 2 streams were good. And if we're talking the classics, I don't know how well they hold up now, since they were some of my earliest streams, but I think I remember having a really good time with the Prince of Persia games. I don't know. Again, they were my first stream. Well, Dead Space as well. The Dead Space Streamiversary streams especially are a fantastic time. But I loved going through that series, and getting to experience something like that for the first time live on stream was a really awesome experience that I don't think I'll ever forget. Falling in love with Dead Space 2 live on stream was foundational to my outlook on streaming. I love Dead Space 2 more than I can possibly put into words. So the Dead Space VODs are great. Prince of Persia streams, probably good too. Mass Effect 2, really good, although a little long at times. Subnautica streams, and the Talos Principle 2. That's probably my off the hand, literally, because it fits all 5 fingers, recommendations for some stream series. And then I have a bunch of like shorter assorted ones that are in the VODs, but if you're looking for a longer series that you want to get into, those are my recommendations. My favorite, it's a toss-up between Talos Principle 2 and Subnautica. Subnautica just because it was a great time that I wasn't expecting it to be, and Talos Principle 2 because I truly made that my own game in a lot of ways. I still have a bounty, by the way. I don't remember how much I said, but I'm pretty sure it was like 50 real American dollars, and I did not say doll hairs, for anyone who can figure out a way to break the 2 hexahedrons in the the bonus expansion level of Talos Principle 2, or Talos Principle Reawakened. $50 for anyone who can figure out how to break them out without using cheats. Satisfactory Saturdays were fun, yeah. I keep telling myself I want to come back to that game because I really enjoyed it and I had a good time with it. So, you know, eventually, trademark patent pending, I would like to get back to it. But, you know, I can't make any promises. I'm very busy. And also, I won't be able to stream on Saturdays going forward. Maybe Saturday nights or something like that. Maybe Satisfactory Sundays. I don't know. But yeah. Something to consider, I suppose. Where were we? I mean, the face is generally done. What are we looking for here? The body, right? Me, whenever I'm, I have undiagnosed ADHD, but I'm trying to cover up a murder. The body, right? That's so fucking stupid. Oh, damn, this goes hard. Hold on. I think we want to go somewhere here-ish. And we're going to use symmetry because we do want this to be symmetrical. Oh! Well, the head can have a little bit of a forward lean as a treat. There we go. And then just, you know, connect it on up. There we go. Get our little zipper in there. These body proportions feel off. The zipper needs to be bigger. Not quite. He feels too tall. We will take the body and we will make him more scrungly. I also think this needs to be maybe on its own layer so that we can make our lives easier. And we can, I don't know, move it around independent of the body and figure out the placement that feels right. Whoa, no way! When I center it, it looks better on the body! That's crazy! It's like aligned where it should be! Who would have guessed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Me, whenever I'm writing whenever I'm answering a question at a con about the world building of my VeggieTales fantasy AU novel, well, salads do fuck.
Yeah, that was a roller coaster, huh? We had no idea where we were going with that one. Just along for the ride. I don't love the angle of this. Not loving how that feels. Me when I'm making a boiled water dessert and it's taking way too long? Jelly, come on. Why is... Oh, okay, that's why. My bad. Now that is kind of what that would look like, huh? And I don't like that. Let's raise the zipper a little. I want to be able to see that they're meeting and making a completed shape here. There we go. That's a little better, I think. Alright. We merge them all down. Erase the outside. Alright. Body. Tail. Make the concept more opaque for a moment. We're gonna have this one be outside. The tail is gonna be a little difficult. It's difficult to get this shape down. I think it's generally gonna be like... Oh, not eraser. We're gonna need the stabilizer for this one. Big job, huh? Go. There we go. That turned out pretty awesome. Almost like immediately. Great. No, not a race. Fill in that little... There we go. Now the part of this is going to be difficult is that's going to have to go where an arm is, right? You know? And that arm is a little stick arm that's probably going to get lost a little bit. But you know what? give a fuck. These things happen. All right. And we will have limbs. Me whenever I'm a lizard, or some me. Sorry, let me start. Me when I'm a single-celled amoeba about to evolve over the course of millions and millions of years, so that I may occupy more complex functions within the world and continue to propagate myself over the passage of time. And then we will have limbs. We lost the plot a little bit on that one, but I think if you've ever played Spore, you understand where I was going with it. And if not, you're reading without love. Spore sucks? You would say that. You would say that. Don't boo him. He knows he's wrong. He's saying it for the boos. I was there when it released. It sucks. I was also there when it released. I made little creatures and had a great time. We are not the same. Now, can I simply Control-C, Control-V? You're darn tootin'. I can. And so I shall. And what color are these? They're white. Okay. As soon as we draw these legs, we will have a better idea of how this is all going to look in the end. Whittle Wags. Itty bitty Whittle Wags. The only Spore game I played was a racing They made a racing spin-off to Spore? What? Huh? What are you talking about? They made a racing spin-off to Spore. When? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Huh? The only good part of Spore is the character creator, which does not make a game good. That's wrong. That's tantamount to heresy in my streams. You're just wrong. Oh, hold on. That one sounded like a banger. We're towards the very end. We're on the second to last song. I never cared much for character creators. What? Merrick, you're a character creator. What do you mean you never cared much for character creators? Mm. How much trash corn for a Soul Calibur 6 stream where you only make characters? Brother, I'd do it for free. No, we need, like, kind of a front-facing foot on this one. Soul Calibur 6, my favorite fighting game of all time. Who's your main in Soul Calibur 3, by the way? I'm still trying to decide, to be honest with you. I'm testing out a bunch of different characters, because I didn't really know how to play the games back then, but it's probably going to be either Cassandra or Astaroth. Okay, we have a front-facing foot there. But I don't love it. Someone said break soon. We would be a little early for a break, but you know what? I feel like taking a break whenever we finish the soundtrack here. Is Snatcher good? I don't know. We could stand like this, even though it looks a little unnatural. This looks more natural, but will be slightly harder to animate. This looks less natural, but will be very easy to... No, we gotta go this. This one looks right. This one looks wrong. We'll figure it out. Merge it back down. Alright. Then we'll do some basic color blocking. And I think we're, I mean, honestly, basically almost done. Go. Yeah, the army gets a little lost, but that's fine.
I mean, we're basically almost done. Limbs. No, we don't need any on limbs. Well, limbs we will need a little bit, but we're gonna do the head first. God, I love the DS sound font so much. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Having a very nice time with it so far. I love that it's very bite-sized in terms of structure. Makes it very easy to play over like shorter play sessions where I don't have as much time. Found the right part? Yep. These shoes are based on the ones from the little fan art that Flora did a while ago that I really, really loved how that looked. Alright. There we go. And there's the silly. There is the silly. There they are. Alright. I'm gonna pick a song to loop for break, and then we're gonna take a break. We find it? No. No. Where is it? Maybe... Missile? We'll go. Lyn is my favorite theme. We've achieved the silly. We'll see how I feel about the facial balance once I, step away for a little bit, but I think it's looking good, and then it's just a matter of animating it. So, break time! I'm gonna take 5 quick minutes. Go get up, stretch, get a snack, brush your teeth, all that jazz. I will see you in a few. Get those scran bets revved and rolling. I'll see you in a bit. Back in a few. I'm back. Hello. The silly hath been achieved. And now, it's time for Scran. I ordered a buffalo chicken wrap. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. I'm gonna have to make some buffalo chicken dip for the Super Bowl. Gang, I gotta say, let me turn the music down for this. Well, I can't really turn it down much lower than it already is, but I just want to let it be known, all right? It turns out that if you engage with the interests of others, even if they don't seem that engaging to you, the world becomes a richer and more worthwhile place. Because I didn't care about football at all. And then my friend was like, hey, do you want to join my fantasy league? And now I care a little bit about football. And my world is better for it because I have more things in life to get excited about. Who knew? Who knew? Like, I don't even have to like football that much. It's just an excuse to do things with my friends. Like, what the hell? You mean I now have a completely normal excuse? Like, a really prominent... Oh, voice crack. I have a really, like, prominent and easy reason to be like, hey, do you guys just want to, like, all get together and I'll make food and snacks and we'll watch something together and just be in the same place and eat food at my house? Whoa! That's crazy! That's awesome! I love enjoying new things. Or those two lads with funny names you chose for your fantasy team? Oh, Mike Penix and Bo Nix, or as I like to call them, Penix and Beanix. So fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. And then one of them became like a really important part of his team. Bo Nix, I think, became the quarterback for the Broncos, and then shattered his ankle in the second to last game, or the third to last game of the season, ruining their chances of getting to the Super Bowl and thus ensuring that the fucking Patriots would be in another Super Bowl. Fuck the Patriots, fuck the Patriots. Let's do Scrandle. It's Scrandle time. And of course, before Scrandle, there we go. You'd imagine Penix one that I get. Hello, mods. Mods the Scrandle. Larea, you got. It's already been posted. You gotta be quicker than that, man. Channel time. Channel time. Start with the Saito Gambit. Ooh, 2025, one hit. All right. This means it must be really recent. It's not Persona 3. My guess is it's Umineko. Is this your mom? Damn. What? Huh? What? But. Oh, well, I guess that would be during the April Fool's stream. This is Chandelier. I sincerely doubt Chandelier only had one hit. We'll try it. Yeah, Chandelier had fucking 12. Chandelier won Best New Chan by the end of the year. Okay, it is an Umineko-chan then. It's not Salmon Unintellectual. It's not Vif. Is this Red Truth Chan? I think Tep drew Red Truth Chan a couple of times. We can try it. It could be Shokun or Sho-chan. Maybe? It's not Sho. Oh, more than two, actually. Hold on. It's not a one fan art Chandy. So it could be Red Truth. No! More than two, less than five. Oh, shit. This is a difficult one. And it's not Tep. Is this Umineko-chan? Nice! Nice!
Nice! I mean, I guess it was right there, huh? I guess it was right there. The fact that you sized the browser source to fit the creative toolbars means it looks like you're photoshopping Chandel for nefarious purposes. I mean, we got it in 6. Not our finest Chandel. Not our fine. God, this fan art goes fucking crazy. God damn, Crumbs just came out of nowhere. This is a very cute animation. Ash did such a great job with this. Oh, that's so good. Fucking pouting and throwing the wing. Oh, Umineko-kun. April Fool's is coming up. I might have to see if we want to do another one of these. Be cool. That's today's Chandel, and it's time for the main event. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I ask you one simple question. Can we choose it? Personally, I believe we scran. Let's do it! Roll that beautiful bean footage. And you know what? Hold on. Give me a second. Let's get some more fitting music. All right. Fuck. Is it Friday? What's happening? What the fuck? It has to be onion bread. It has to be onion bread. Oh my god. Load, oh my how is that only 47? Those look awesome. Surely it's left? Surely it's left, right? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I got scared for a bit. It's gonna be the chicken. Oh, fuck. 27. That's a lot. That's a lot, but this sandwich looks kind of bad. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're fine. We're cruising. It's gonna be the Troppietto. Troppietto? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought this was a taco for a little bit. I thought this was a fucking Taco Bell stacker. 69? Succulent Chinese meal? This is Democracy Scranifest. Okay, I think left takes it, but only because this has the unmelted cheese debuff. Wow! Okay, that sucks. Damn. Left, please. Yeah, Jesus. Fuck me. Left. Wow, I could really go for a smash burger right now. Jesus Christ. Sausage roll with gravy, or it's the burger. It's burger. It's burger. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Damn. Damn. I feel like I could have gotten a perfect scran today. Man. Oh, right, yeah, Tekken. Hold on. Let me find that real quick. Tekken 8 Season 3. Alright, let's see what we're working. Well, I mean... Alright, well... Yeah, I mean, the thumbnail showed me. I mean, here's the thing, Bub. You couldn't have stopped me. Because I have a plugin that doesn't autoplay the video and shows the thumbnail. There's nothing you could have done. I clicked your link, there's nothing you could have done.
However, we're still going to watch it because I am interested in these characters. Peggy 13. Or is it 16? I don't know. Oh my fuck. So bright. Tekken Project presents Unreal, just like everyone's favorite games. She looked interesting. Not interesting enough to get me to come back to the game, but interesting. Turn it up a little. We're live editing this video in Krita. Refined balance, again! More conventional. What do you mean more conventional? A fresh start, because we needed that one. Ranked match reset? No, my Tekken King rank! The journey begins. Tekken World Tour? Cool. Nice announcement. I haven't heard anything about Evo. Alright. No, I gotcha. No, I'm listen, I'm sure this is gonna be great. I'm here for the characters. Show me the characters. Show me the money. Is Tekken 7 good? Tekken 7 was great. I loved Tekken 7. From Japan. Hell yeah, Kunimitsu. I played Kunimitsu in Tekken Tag Tourney 2, but I never played her in Tekken 7. Apparently she was really, really high tier in Tekken 7. Okay, the render looks good. The 3D model this outfit kind of sucks. This outfit kind of sucks. Jelly, is this allowed / viable? If yes, then my pick is Darksiders Genesis. Interesting. I'll have to look into it. Tekken 8, we're just... Oh, just Kunimitsu? Do you show... Okay, gotcha. The trailer's only halfway done. Yep, Kunimitsu. No way! I'm very excited about Bob coming back. Bob is a character that I always told myself that I would learn and then never did. From the USA. Dude, that onion was not even close. That onion was not even close. That's my fucking guy. That's my fucking guy. Ooh, the baseline on that one. And of course, the real star of the show. From Australia. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good. There he is. Oh, I don't like how shredded he looks. That's scary. That's scary looking. Oh. Fucking Roger Jr. Roger Jr. Let me just check real quick. Alright, yeah, they're just showing off Battle Pass stuff. Have you ever seen how buff kangaroos are? The last was Pink betting on JC. Wonder what the last character is going to be, because they're all going. I mean, I don't know if they're emphasizing the fact that they're from different parts of the world. Could be Lucky hold on. Oh, hold on. I'm not gonna lie. If it's Lucky Chloe, that would be fucking hype. It'll be a newcomer. You think they're gonna make a new character? What? Come on. It could be.
Lucky Chloe would be fucking awesome, though. Lucky Chloe would be awesome. I would love to get Lucky Chloe back. C-H-L-O-E. Lucky. Alright. Back to the silly. Back to the silly, and what music are we going to listen to here? I don't... what do we want to do? I don't know. I don't even know. What music do we want? You know what? Fuck it. Deadly Premonition OST. Yeah, why not? The whole damn thing. I only remember like 3 songs from this. The vibes are strange for drawing the silly, I can't lie. Alright. Where's my glove? There it is. It's so ominous. Oh my god. Alright. Now we want to make eyes so that we can blink. And I'm going to hit you with some crazy tech for this. You're not ready for it. You're not ready for this. Alright? Alright, so there's Blink 1. B1. Alright, and then... Alright, there's the full blink. Blink 2. And then I want to take this. We're gonna make... Oh! Sorry, it caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. And that'll be for when we're talking. So talking, not talking. There we go. What happened? Oh, we missed a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Do I have my lashes on this design, or did I omit them for simplicity on the silly? I think the silly doesn't have lashes. Yeah, the silly doesn't have lashes or blushy cheeks. Sad. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Oh. Cute picture. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Decoy.
All right, now we would like to add some animation to this. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna have to draw shoes. So how do we want to do this? The tail could move. I'm planning on moving the tail as well. Yes. I'm thinking we just move the tail up. I probably should have had the tail on its own little separate. We'll figure this out. Hold on. We got to get our moving parts, our composite parts. X. I'm thinking for the tail. Let's go to the concept real quick. Tail, it'll just move, up or down a little bit. Oh wow, that's quite sloppily colored. We'll figure that out in a bit. We'll color the parts that we need to when we need to color them. Anyway, yeah, we can move that, and then we're gonna have to draw 2 more shoes. Yeah, 2 more shoes. Limbs. Probably gonna have to draw the whole legs, as a matter of fact. Which shouldn't be too hard. We've got a simplified style we're working with here. I'm gonna just merge these together. Tail moving away from the body like that looks like it's just tacked on with a magnet. It's like one of those Gundam figurines you put together yourself, Just sort of plugs right on in there. It's the vocal one. Ball joints? It's possible. Previously, during the investigation. How do I want this to look? I don't want it to be too severe of a tippy toe. Hi, BT. Good to see you.
love that right now. Can't lie to you. This is gonna be like... Yeah, no. I'm not loving it. Thanks, because I'm shifting this whole part of the leg. And really, it's probably going to be closer to, like... something like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's more like it. Something just extends it a little bit. Then we'll raise the model a little. The general idea. And the other one would be something along the lines of... I don't know how I'm going to do this one. I mean, like that, I guess. Yeah, that works. Okay. Now I just make it look good. Do I want to just modify the original shoes? I think that would probably be easiest, actually. Give me a second here. Hold on. Control V. Take this. Erase there so that we're keeping as much consistent as possible. Turn this back on. The opacity real low. And connect it for free. So ominous. Oh my god. The stream vibes are not nice right now. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Get us out of here. Get us out of here. Okay, this one's literally just called Too Much Noise. This is 8 seconds long. I see. No. The raincoat. No, you know what? Fuck it. Just get us there. Get us where we need to go. Speak. There we go. That should work. Yeah, that should work. All right. And these will need their own color. Peak video game soundtrack, honestly. It's cinema. Sorry, was there a musical number in the middle of Deadly Premonition that I missed? What is this? It's from the water level? Oh, makes sense. Makes sense, yeah. Right. So, let's see. Let's put the silly where he needs to go. And then we can get to work animating him. Let me... Alt... D? Alt A? No. I need one that's like... Alt K. No, because that's not going to be on... What's my default one? What's my default hotkey? Alt 1. Okay. I just need to see where it cuts off, so I can place him properly. Alright, he's going to be right about there. thereabouts. Okay. Model off. All right, and then I'm gonna save the model sheet. All right. Now we get to work. Oh, why? Why must you do this to me? There we go. There. Okay. The silly. Save as. Really. New model. Sonic. PNG. What are we going to call this? This is, I mean, this should just be open, rather. And then we want. Save as. Closed. Save as. Close. That'll be CB. Two. I think. Yeah. Why did you music? Hello? What? It just stops. It just stops. Okay. CB1. Alright. And then how do we want him to do his little teeter-totter? How exactly are we going to do that? Let's just be extremely inefficient, shall we? Alright, we're going to move the whole model. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sounds good. I found that 5 pixels is enough to convey a decent amount of motion. There we go. Then I don't think we want to move the tail, right? Body, tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It's fine. Save as lift 1. And then limbs. Do the model. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Move just a little. As lift 2. Okay. Let's see what that's looking like. Actually, hold on. I have an idea for what we can use. Wait, let me change this up. No, wait. It's perfect as it is. It's perfect as it is. I got this. All right. We're gonna test this, and then I'm gonna pull it up on stream, and we're gonna see how we feel. We want closed link 1 into lift 1 into closed link 1 into lift 2. See? Much slower, probably about like twice as slow, maybe more. Oh shit, it's the scary elephant sacs. Maybe a little faster? Alright. Light mode jump scare. Get ready. Light mode jump scare. Light mode jump scare. How do we feel? How do we feel? I think they could go a little higher on the upswing. I think so too. I think so too. And I would also like... Hold on. Save this as lift 2. Yes. Okay. One moment, please. One, two, 3, 4. As lift 1. Let's try this. One moment, please. We'll just start over from scratch. Close link 1. Oh, manual order. DB1. Lift 1. DB1. Lift 2. Upload files. 40, 40, 40, 40. Let's see. Hopefully that's not too high of a lift now. Oh, hold on. That might be perfect. How do we feel? Too slow? Or is this good? Let's see what it looks like if we make it a little faster. Maybe 30 frames instead of 40. Could the ears wiggle to the side on a downswing, or is that a bit much? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was considering the same thing. We'll see how it looks. Maybe I'll come up with something real quick. Okay, I think a little faster looks better.
Maybe we could add hold on. We could also swing the rhythm a little bit. Give me a second. I'm gonna play with the timing. Hmm. Hmm. Give me a second. I think that's it. I think I got it. I think I found it. A little too fast. Oh, all right. How do we feel about this timing? How are we feeling on that one? I like that quite a lot. Can we play with this a little? We can probably get a little foot tapping animation as well. One moment. One second here. Hold on. Oh, right. I made my life difficult on purpose. There we go. Life is no longer difficult. A little bit. Hold on. Did that part? All right, hold on. I'm getting a little stun locked. One moment, please. I deleted the wrong foot. I think. Yeah, I deleted the wrong foot.
Like a girl, there is something funny about this song we hid behind the trolleys. They should see us. I have seen
All right, and then eyes.
haze from the night, mighty space.
Oh,
Just
I dream
turning to look directly at you.
like prisoner, you
Oh, terrifying.
conscious of my innocence.
Rip eyelashes and blushy. Yeah, we had to kill them for simplification's purposes.
Pretend now to know life is
For the greater good,
better
those who come after.
free.
Oh. Whoopsie. This is a crazy transition on the OST. What the fuck are you talking about? Alright, save as tab 2. Make them normal again. Tap 1. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. Alright. Give me a second. Why? How does this manage to happen? How does that get tangled? Why? I hate wired headphones. I hate wired headphones. Tap 2. Okay. We have the tap 1 and tap 2. We'll make these 10 frames. We'll make them 10 and 15 just so that I can differentiate from them. Howdy, hey, cactus. $15, $10, $15, $10, $15, $10. Do one more. Let's just see that the Oh, uh-oh. I fucked up. One second. How did I fuck up? How's that possible? Why is there color there when there shouldn't be? I grabbed the wrong thing? There shouldn't be color there. Save as tap 2. Yes. Okay. This is getting messy. We're just gonna start from the very beginning. We want to see how the tap animation looks right now. Tap 1. Oh. Tap 1. Tap 2. Upload files. 10, 10.
A little too fast. 20 perhaps. New tab.
Is this for a Sonic Racing Let's Play? Nope, we're going to be streaming Sonic 06 starting tomorrow. How's that look? Looking good? The Tapper indeed. I think I like that. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna post these on the Discord just so that we have
Image as. I don't know, man. Where do you want me to fucking put this? Stream assets? Animations. Lift. And tap. Pull these up. Stream assets. Since these are going to be all bundled into one big animation set, I want them to have their own little spot there. Looking good. All right. Let's close those to get rid of some of the clutter. All right, now we need to upload more frames. I think we should be able to do it all, so we need close blink 1, we need lift 1, lift 2, tap 1, and tap 2. Upload all the files. Alright. And then I think we had... Oh god, what was the timing? Wait, let me pull this up so I can see what the timing was. I think it was... 20 on that. 10, let me see if that's it. Let's skip those for now. Hold on. That's not right. Oh no, I remember what I did. I think. Right, and I made this one a little longer. Okay, gotcha. Perfect. Quite nice. Okay, copy that. Make that 60 frames, I guess? Sure. And how many times do we want him to do this little tap interval? Copy. Copy. 15, 20, 15, 20. What happened here? Why is that moving? Like, what is happening? What are you doing? 15, 20. 15, 20, 15, 20, 15. Jesus. All right. I don't know why that was so hard. It's going to be up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. So we want one more of this. Okay. All right. And we're just going to make all those 20. And then we want him to do this teeter-totter 4 times, I think. So, copy that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. And then we'll make this 100 frames just so that we can see what it looks like. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right, check it out. Hold on, I'm going to wait for it to restart. Check it out. Look, look, look. Awesome. Awesome. Look at him go! The little glance at the watch. I refuse to animate these arms. These arms are staying right the fuck where they are. A being of pure This being has no evil thoughts ever. And what about this creature could possibly be evil? All right. Now we just need to make the start interval way longer, like, I don't know, 500 frames. No, we want it to play sometimes. I don't know, 500, let's see how long 500 frames feels. Okay, we'll have to see how this works, but like, I think we're ready. The auto tube, Jelly, new model, Sonic, idle. Okay. And then I need to make a blink.
Switch to manually ordered. So we're gonna go from open to closed to blink. Set that to 100 just so we can see. This might be one of those cases where we just want a 2-frame blink, perhaps. Yeah, 2-frame blink is much more charming with this style. Although I need to make one adjustment. These need to, to be looking at you. Save as open. Alright, let's try that again. Save as blink. All right, I will return shortly. Okay. Copy current state. Place. To jelly. New model. Sonic. There it is. No, I lost it. Found it. Closed. Open. Closed link is going to be idle.gif. And open is going to be the blink. Alright, now the question is, will the blink... It's a light problem. Maybe, I don't know. Let me see if the idle plays in its entirety. I fucked up. I know how I can fix it. Hold on. I didn't fuck up. I know how I can fix it. With one simple trick. We have fixed it. Now I don't actually know when the idle is going to play. And I won't be able to tell if it's going to interrupt itself. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, okay, if I can't tell, then it's probably fine, right? It'll probably be fine. Alright. I'm in. I have arrived. Let's wait for the idle to play so we can see what it looks like. Nice! Nice! Awesome! Looks great! I It's Kiwami. Oh, that turned out really, really good. I'm worried that I might like go from talking to not talking and it might be in the middle of the idle animation. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. Hey, if it plays every once in a while, oh well. Listen, we're not exactly fucking professionals here. We're okay to have a little bit of jank. That's what simple animation is founded on, baby. We're playing with the jank. That's why we're here to begin with. All right. I think I would call this, dare I say, a smashing success. This was awesome. This looks great. Oh, I love that little idle animation is so cute. The little teeter-totter turned out perfect. Awesome. Raising the tail up a little bit really was the linchpin there. Perfect. Fucking perfect. Awesome. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I'm really happy with how that came out. Nice. Oh, I love my job. There he is, the silly. Oh, that's perfect. I mean, we're looking a little janky, but you know what? That's who gives a shit. I certainly don't. We're looking great. Oh, this is awesome. The jank is the charm. Nice. Man, this came together a lot faster than I thought it would. Very, very strange, that. What? What now? Hold on, wait a minute. I would like to... Can I position this model differently? Is that something I can do? Display settings... Avatar offset. X? Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, because this guy I would want to have off to the side a little bit. Because I'm going to need room for the guest whenever I draw them, whoever they may be. I like that you can notice the tail raise more on the lean back, even though the body isn't moving. Or rather, because the body isn't moving as much. Oh, that turned out so fucking good! That turned out so good! Holy shit. Okay, I mean, that's great. I'll be completely honest with you. We've still got about 40 minutes left of stream, but we have accomplished our goal. I'm happy with it. The stuff that I'm planning on doing for the guest avatar is going to require a little bit more drafting and stuff like that. And also, I have a bit of a headache coming on. So, I think we're just going to call it early. done and dusted. You know? Very fittingly for the Sonic avatar, we got it done quite fast. I'm fucking grooving, baby. Oh, right. We got some game redeems. Zone of the Enders 2, if possible, the PS2 one, since the Steam one is by Cygames. Is there something wrong with Cygames? Are they into AI or something, I assume? We got Zone of the Enders 2, and then Darksiders Genesis. What is Darksiders Genesis? Darksiders Genesis. It introduces the fourth and last Horseman Strife. Is this like Diablo? This looks cool as hell. Hold on. I always liked the aesthetics of Darksiders, but never the game. Is that the third game? No, the third game is called Darksiders 3. I can understand how that might be confused. Sorry. Sorry. That was mean. That was mean. It cannot be that funny. See, that's the thing you gotta learn about me. It doesn't even need to be funny to hit my giggle trigger. How long is Darksiders Genesis? How long to beat? How long to beat? 19 and a half hours. Main objectives, so main story says 14. They just changed the formatting. Hold on. Is that the average? Zone of the Enders 2 is like Imagine Armored Core, but more focused on movement and beat 'em up like grab and toss combo action. That sounds like my kind of thing. I think I have Zone of the Enders 2 on Xbox, actually. That's way over the time limit. Will Jelly be merciful? Well, let's see what I have listed here. Choose a short game. Based on how long to beat's main story category, the main story for Darksiders 2 says 14 hours, which is within the bounds. It looks fun. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I will definitely allow it. Yeah, that looks cool. All right. Cool. I forgot to do my announcement, so we'll do it now while we're wrapping up stream, and I'm finding someone that I could maybe raid. Let me see who's live. Moa's live. We'll raid Moa. Okay. What am I thinking? For no reason at all, how do we feel about racing games? I am slowly coming to realize that I quite love racing games, actually. I'm very fond of them. The only bad thing I can say about Zone of the Enders 2 is the game tries to change the formula of the gameplay too regularly in a Platinum Games style. Okay, it's not too bad. I guess that's more of a perspective thing. Anyway, quick announcement just before we raid Moa and we head on out of here. Next week. This time next week. So I extended the deadline. This time next week. The short game redeem price is going to double. It is going to go from 50K to 100K. All right? So it's currently 50K. It's going to increase to 100K. So if you have any short games, how many streams in between? 2 streams. Or no, I don't think I'm streaming Tuesday. Am I streaming Tuesday? I don't think I'm streaming Tuesday, so maybe 2 to 3 streams, because I'm gonna have next Sunday stream be the last day. That's the start of the new schedule, essentially. I don't think I'm streaming on Tuesday this week. But yeah, so you have tomorrow, and then Sunday. Inflation is hitting the jelly streams. The economy is in a rough state. It's been required for a bit. We have like 50 short games. Let me check how many we have actually now. I think we're up to 60. Obviously, because I've been making a push for it. We are up to 56 short game redeems. 56 short games. Sum up the total hours and calculate the stream amounts. I mean, it's an unconscionable amount, really. Let's not worry about that. The point isn't to finish the backlog. The point is to always have something to play. The looming 70 streams. I don't want to... I explicitly do not want to look at this as a list of games that I need to get to as soon as possible. You are not adding a game so that I play it ASAP. You are adding a game to the list of games that I will choose to play. I make no promises of streaming it in the near future. I just will have that in the queue. Right? I would love to see a list of the pending redeems just so I can autistically put it into a spreadsheet. I have good news for you. Not only is there a list of upcoming stream games, it's in the Discord. And it also includes the length of each game as well. So I got half the work done for you already. Make a queue skip redeem? No. No. I will not be doing that. No. My stream schedule is what I decide to play and when it is most convenient for me. Simple as. What a cute model. Thank you, Flora. Yeah, it turned out really well. Did you see the idle animation for it? I'm gonna keep talking so that it doesn't play, so that maybe you'll see it, in case you haven't yet. Have you seen it yet? How short is a short game, hours-wise, that is? It says in the redeem, but it's within 15 hours on how long to beat's main story category. So, I presume we're using, yep, how long to beat is the meat. Yep. Again, it says, if you click on the redeem message, it says, and I quote, I'll add a short game of your choice to the stream queue. Game length must be within 15 hours based on how long to beat's main story category. Points will be refunded if choice is vetoed. So, here we go. I'm just going to let the idle animation play just one more time. Oh no, Moa, no! Wait, no, Moa, we were gonna raid you! Oh shit! Hold on! That's not good! Oh no, who do we raid? Who's live that we can raid? Shit! That's not good. That is in fact quite bad. Circular raids. It's like your plans were foiled. I was about to raid you. But now that Moa Raiders are here, check out this cool idle animation I made. Just give it a bit to play. Hold on. Isn't it neat? Since the new Tomodachi Life allows the gays to exist, Chan Island time? Maybe. I don't know that I would have the sensibilities to stream Tomodachi Life? I don't know that I could make that very entertaining. I don't know. I'm sure I probably could, but maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Fuck, who can I raid? Can I raid anyone? If I'm live for another 50 minutes,
I can raid Mouse. Oh my god, scary, scary. Okay, all right, well, we're not gonna do that. We're not, as soon as I said it, it's as if an ill omen was released into the world. Jesus. Okay, all right, fine. I'm sorry, Deadly Premonition soundtrack. We won't raid Mouse. Oh my god. No, please, have mercy. Okay, yeah, we'll raid Airbag. Oh my god. Okay, I'll go. / raid link to the Pabst. All right, so I think this is gonna be our first time raiding Airbag. If you don't know Airbag, he is a friend of the channel, more specifically, friend of the channel through Mouse's streams. He recently streamed Umineko in its entirety and had a pretty great time with it. And other than that, just does some variety streams. Generally a pretty cool guy, fun to chat to. So, I'm gonna send you his way. Go on, say hi. / raid link to the Pabst. Go. I wonder if this is small enough that we could... I wonder if I could turn the idle animation into a little animated emote. I probably could, right? Let's see how that looks. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow with Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Until next time, folks, have a good one. See ya!